Naps are good, kids. I had a good nap. Oh, I went and slept for like an hour and a half. Then I went outside. Just got done watering the yard. Gonna be another hot day today. And now we can get back to the second stream of the day.
Bet you're here for your bike, right?
All right, what do you need, old lady?
Deke, thanks for stopping by.
What's going on?
Remember Larson? The guy who spotted that cow in Marion Forks? The one I told you about?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, he went back out there to see what else he could find. He hasn't come back. We think he's been taken by a group of drifters who've been moving through the Belknap wilderness.
Shit, where was he last seen?
A building on the east side of town, the old Wagon Hotel.
Yeah, I know the one.
Thanks, Deke. I appreciate it.
Ooh, that is a ways over there. I better fuel up before I go.
Bet you're here for your bike, right? Low on fuel, huh? We're gonna run out of this someday, you know.
Well, that won't be today.
See ya. Stay out of the way.
Vagrant camp. Bastards have been ambushing
Where?
all the supply runs around here, haven't you?
Let's take care of it. I should quick save at the bike. What's up, Shiny?
I gotta kill them all. Every last one of these murdering sons and bitches.
Problem is, I think that sniper already saw me.
I need these.
No, he might not have seen me yet. Can't get a line of sight on him though, can I?
Incoming.
One down. How many of you are left, huh?
Well, if the sniper's down, that's the most difficult one.
God damn it!
I don't think I'm getting on top of that because there's like barbed wire.
Now I got you. Gotta find cover.
Always need ammo.
Shit, bear traps. There's got to be somebody up there.
I saw something. What the hell?
How many drifters you ambushed down there, huh?
What's the matter with him?
Who's down?
There's a flashlight right there just a second ago.
Let's do this, come on. You murdering son of a bitch.
Somebody in the house. Oh, they don't want us to know how much fun this game is, Hector. That's what the devs don't want us to know. The devs don't want us to know that this game is really, really fun. They also don't want us to know that the remaster has better graphics on the PS5 compared to the PS4. And the PS5 Pro is better than the PS5. And they also don't want people who play on the PC to know that they upgraded the PC graphics. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that devs don't want us to know about this game. Somebody's coming down the stairs. I'm gonna get seen. There's got to be one more. There's still 3 more mobs somewhere.
Who was that?
It was your mom.
All right. One more left.
I have no idea what this last one might be. Well, there's one way to flush them out. That didn't work. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's a whole horde, like, gameplay mode, Devon.
That's it.
I have not taken down a
You're
horde in
done.
this playthrough. I
How do
did
you
in my
like
first
that, huh?
playthrough.
Being
It
ambushed,
was
you
not
like
my
that?
most favorite thing to do.
Murdering sons of bitches.
I may or may not do one during this playthrough. We'll
we
see.
look like the type to have an underground bunker. Yeah?
Where is the bunker? Oh, obviously not over here, because it's outside of the range of exploration. Oop, I can grab those tools.
It needs scrap.
Stop it. Ha.
Here it is.
I started from the beginning, Sandro. I haven't played the game in like 4 years, so we're doing it the whole thing.
What's this? A map? Notes? Yeah, okay.
Okay. There's campfire. Focus
What
cocktail.
do you got here? How to
I'll
craft-
take it.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's like Boozer says, I hear a bunk calling my name.
No, I'm just playing on a base PS5. What's up, Gary?
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, we got sidetracked. I forgot about that. We were on our way to do that mission, and then this bandit camp showed up. Marauder camp, whatever. Oh, I have no idea, Gary.
Deer crossing. Well, guess you don't have to be worried about traffic no more, do you?
Look at those views. Holy shit. Is there a photo mode? Oh, man. Look at the dust from the bike and everything. That's pretty cool, man. And I'm just on performance mode. It looks even better when you're playing on quality mode. How do you get out of... Okay, go like that. Yep. Yeah, photo modes are awesome.
Tucker, I'm at the old wagon hotel and I'm heading in.
Do you see Larson? Is he there?
I don't know, but if he is, I'm gonna find him. St. John out.
You heard him. Pull back. Reload. Gotta grab cover. Get down. Get the bastard. I killed him. Help!
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
thought I
here.
saw someone.
God damn it! Pull him back. Fall back.
Getting low on ammo.
You're fine, buddy. Yeah, I prefer the crossbow to pretty much every other weapon when I can. really like this gun. It's quiet, and so it doesn't draw attention to my actual location. So if I can ever get around shooting my gun, I just prefer to use this thing. And I've increased the damage on it and everything else, so.
How are you holding up?
St. John, you know, I thought I'd come into town, find a drink, hang out with my buds.
As soon as I cut you loose, you get the hell out of here.
Oh, you don't gotta tell me twice. I don't know where the hell you came from, but Jesus, man.
Go. Run.
All right, where can we go from here? We actually have a job. Where's that at? That's a long way down. Can I get over here to get fuel? I don't have quite enough. I bet I can get back to my home base, though. Fuel up there, and then get back to Iron Mike's. And then ride out from Iron Mike's. Oh, however, while I'm here...
Tuck, you there? Found Larson. He should be on his way back to the hot springs.
Nice job. I'll have the Alki keep a lookout for him. More rippers have been spotted moving north into Belknap. We all the men we can get. Tucker out.
Yeah, and there's at some point, I remember Devon too, like, right now all I'm doing is clearing out nests, but I remember at some point you have to clear out,
Should
like,
look for fuel.
crow's nests or something, if I remember correctly, at some point.
You Done.
Yeah, my bike is really... I got my rank 2 at the camp a while back, a couple streams ago, Shiny, and that was a huge, huge upgrade, like, being able to, like, ride longer distances. The bike is quieter now. I didn't take the extended crafting supplies yet. That'll be one of the next. Oh, you just reminded me I have a skill point to take, though. Because I've been working my way through the ranged stuff. I think I'm going to take that, though. Let's go fuel up.
I know him.
You need something?
Yes, sir. Fuel me up.
I can fill your bike up. You probably need it. There. Good as new. I'll fill her up. Okay. All right.
I just like the increased speed and everything you can get when you upgrade the bike at this camp. And I know it's expensive, but like putting ammo in the saddlebag is a nice, like, okay, at least I've got an oh shit. If the situation ever needs it, I have an oh shit ammo bag. But I'm pretty judicious with my crossbow. I haven't really needed to worry about ammo. I'm also extremely cautious though. And I'm playing on easy mode.
Alive? Oh, come on. No. Why?
Before he ran, he stole 2 bags of seed. Deke, we need those seeds.
Ah, shit.
We need to know where he sold them or stashed them.
You're making my day a lot more complicated, but okay, fine. I'll chase him down, Deacon out.
Which way? You're mine now.
Oh shit, there he is. Entrance, man, come on! No, you're not gonna get away.
You're not taking me alive! You hear me say, John?
Oh shit!
Someone out there?
You mother fracker.
Alive? Oh, come on. No, why?
Before he ran, he stole 2 bags of seed. Deke, we need those seeds.
Ah, shit.
We need to know where he sold them or stashed them.
You're making my day a lot more complicated. Okay, fine. I'll chase him down. Deacon out.
Yeah. I got a use for you. All right, where? Gotcha.
Oh, shit, there he is. Entrance, man, come on! Oh, no, you're not gonna get away. Look out! He's grabbing you! Where are you going? Here, get
Where
away!
did he go?
Tell Ricky and Ellen to go to hell! You got that same shot?
Oh, is he stuck? Ha 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 ha. You know what that means?
No, no, no! Shoot the bike!
Okay. Alright. I'll take advantage of it. I'll take advantage of it. He got his bike stuck in the bushes. I'm not gonna complain.
What, is the camp not feeding you well enough?
Execution style Phantom X, yeah.
Fuck you! Thought you just kill a couple guys right off with our shit? Don't matter if a bunch of folks here die of starvation because you got what you need, right?
Get off of me, you son of a bitch!
Hey, listen to me. Rick is gonna send some men for you. You tell them where you stash the seeds. Maybe they'll just shoot you, instead of hanging you slow. What do you think about that?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, man, suit yourself. Hey, Ricky, I got him, and I'll send you his position. Send someone out here to pick him up.
Does he have the seeds on his bike?
No, I didn't see him.
All right. We'll bring him in. Lost Lake out.
See you, Lynch man.
Woo! Let's drop the bike up, fuel it up. Drop the bike off, sorry, fuel it up. And go take the next quest.
Hey, how's life?
Shit, you really need a lot of fuel. Sure, alright. Later, Deke.
Hey, see you later.
To go to a shrubbery. Oh, do we got our first troll of the day? I think we have our first troll of the day over on Twitch, guys. It's time. It might be time to celebrate. It might be time to celebrate. So Spray on Easy says, "Why was this game even released or remastered? I don't remember it being some super good game. What's the point?" Well, obviously it was a great game, or it wouldn't have gotten a remastered treatment. Sounds like maybe you should just play it. Don't do me like that. I promise I'm not a troll.
Hey, I got a job for you.
You got a job for me.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dead freaks. The west of the footbridge stuck in the muck. I need someone to pull them out and take them to the burn pile. Got it?
Marsh duty.
Yeah.
Get someone else. I'm busy.
Hey, I'm getting you to do it. I don't know what Mike told you on your little field trip, but we got work to do. Here.
Hey. Schizo, he can't come with you, he's coming with me.
Last I checked, I wasn't talking to you.
Well, I checked in with Mike. I gotta go into the shit, and he's coming with me. Alright?
Like I said, I'm busy.
And when you get back, you come find me.
You coming?
Where?
Doesn't matter.
Seriously, where are we headed?
North.
Ricky, I don't have time for your crap any more than Schizo's.
Come on, I'll show you. Mike told me what you did.
I didn't do anything.
About how if we
The
see
sound
the
varies
police
per
here,
game, Johnny
we can stop
Rockabilly.
the hordes.
I have it set
Never
to
said
a
it would stop
standard
'em. Maybe slow 'em down.
on Streamlabs.
Look, are you going somewhere with
And
this?
some games are louder
Yeah.
than other games. It just
I
depends on
stopped
how the
it,
game has
and
done
then
their
you decided
master.
to
And
skip.
I don't go and
I mean, not just
individually
because of Boozer, but
adjust
because you wanted to help.
Streamlabs for every single game I play
Is that what you thought?
because I play
Hey,
hundreds of
back in
games.
the day,
So I just leave
I
it
did my
at
share
a
of
set
runs.
volume.
You did, but never anything more than that, and you know it. So now you're helping Iron Mike seal the caves? What did you want me to think?
Are we sharing a bike or am I riding out with her?
Here. See, a few weeks back, we lost a man when this went down, shutting down the infirmary's respirator.
Respirator? Oh, God. Ricky, look around. If you're on a respirator out here, you're already dead.
What if it'd been Boozer? Yeah, that's what I thought. See, we haven't had power for almost 2 years, but the transformers and the lines, they all check out. Well, at least they do here. I want to ride up north, check out the hydro dam, just to see why it shut down.
Oh, no. Riding escort, that's Schizo's job.
I don't need an escort. You lived up there, you know the area better than anyone. Deacon, you asked for my help, right? Now I'm asking for yours.
Turnabout's fair trade, bro.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go grab some of the guys that
Nope.
can rut.
No, you're not. No, we're going in quiet. We're running to Copeland's men. I can handle them, but that wilderness up there is crawling with rippers and scumbags and God knows what else. More men, you know what that means? That means more attention. No, no, we're doing this my way.
Shit. Fine. Okay, let's go.
Look, Ricky, I gotta ask you. The other night, in the infirmary.
Would I've shot you in the face? No.
Really? Oh.
From the look on your face, you...
I would have taken you outside first and then shot you in the face.
Okay, so you wouldn't, want to get blood all over the infirmary.
Uh-huh, exactly. If we get an early start, we can get back before dark.
As long as nothing goes wrong.
Oh, what can go wrong? Following you?
Just follow the route that I marked on your map. There's some marauder camps up there we want to stay away from.
Yeah, got it.
So how did you end up out here? I never asked you.
Same as everyone, I guess. When shit went down, I was 100 miles from home. By the time I got back, everyone was gone.
Where are you from?
Grew up in a little town outside of Portland. Would work in the city, couch surf, go home on weekends.
Big city.
Yeah, right. Only in Oregon.
What was it like over there? I mean, how did you get out?
I don't know. Luck, I guess. Roads were backed up all the way down the coast. Went in a giant parking lot. Willamette Valley was a war zone. Everything happened so fast. I told my friends to get out when I left.
I heard they nuked it.
Portland? Yeah, I heard that too. Don't think it's true. We'd be feeling the fallout, right?
Yeah. So, you and Addie.
You got a problem?
Me? No. Come on. I didn't know. You rode with us a long time. I guess it never came up.
I was like you. Seemed like, I don't know, keeping your distance was just a good way to stay alive.
Okay, look, I shouldn't have asked. None of my business.
That's why I'm at the camp. You know, chance to live a normal life again.
Good luck with that.
It's nothing serious. Me and Addie?
Didn't look that way to me.
Yeah, well, things happen fast these days. You know what I mean?
Didn't ask. I wanted to tell you something.
Shoot.
Look, I appreciate you going to bat for me and Boozer, with Iron Mike, I mean.
Wow, you are getting soft.
Fuck off.
You've never thanked me for anything.
Yeah, well, maybe I never had any reason to.
Okay. So where'd you and Iron Mike go the other day?
Wait, you said that he already told you about it.
He was pretty tight-lipped. I've known Iron Mike a long time. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen him so, I don't know, depressed. Where'd you go?
Sherman's camp.
I heard that place was a freak show.
It is, but we didn't have much of a choice. I had an idea about sealing the caves, keep the hordes from coming through. He knew where the mining claims office was. We picked up some maps. He's gonna track down some explosives.
Your radio must be broken. Almost sounded like you volunteered for some shit.
I'm riding with you now, aren't I? Jesus.
You just wanted out of our studio.
Okay, you got me.
So what happened? Something happened.
Nothing, Ricky. Nothing happened.
He didn't say anything?
Just no, nothing happened. And no, Iron Mike didn't say anything. Like you said, he's a pretty tight-lipped guy.
This one's a bit of a ride for sure.
All right, dam's coming up. Take it slow near the gate. No idea who or what might be living there.
Got it.
That's true. There's
Oh,
not
looks
one kitty
clear.
cat, Gary.
Are you expecting trouble?
Yeah, always. And if we run into any, we're gone.
It's
All right,
an
come on. I
interesting
want to check the
subplot.
outflow.
Where are you going?
There was a
Down here.
damn storyline in The Last of Us 1. Yep. I just saw the name of the story. Somebody that I used to know.
Oh, no. Hey, this isn't right. There should be more water flowing out right there.
Yeah?
Yeah, and you hear that?
What?
Exactly. If the turbines were running, you'd be able to hear the hum of the lines from here. Oh. What happened there?
What? Oh. Same thing that happened to all the bridges. Smart men in uniforms decided blowing them up would keep the hordes from coming in.
Hordes of refugees or hordes of freaks?
Oh, you figure men like Copeland? Probably both.
All right, come on. I want to check something out.
There's newts up on the roof.
Come here, touch this.
What?
Come
What
on.
do you...
Okay. You feel anything?
No.
Exactly. If more water was flowing, the turbines would be vibrating. Come on. Up this way. We're going all the way up to the top, up there.
Following you.
See these pipes? They're called the pen stump. Water pressure builds up from the reservoir and is pushed down through those pipes. concentrating the force of the flow, which goes right through to the turbines.
How the hell do you know all this stuff?
I had 2 older brothers who were always fixing cars and shit with my dad. He got me a job at Boeing when I was only 17. I was going to school part-time to become a mechanical engineer when shit went down.
You ever see him again? Your dad, brothers?
No. Alright, let's figure this out. Well, this is gonna be fun.
So now wait, wait, what's going on? What are you doing?
We only rode together a few months, but in all that time, I never saw you volunteer for anything. One of us has to jump down there and clear the intake. So, I'm up. Oh, but you can stand and watch. Okay. Oh, it's now or never. Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty mucked up. I think I can clear it though. Run back down to the turbine. See if it's vibrating at all.
Nothing. Wait a second. There it is. Yep, that did it.
Ha ha! You feel that vibration?
Yeah, but the power lines are still dead.
What? Man, oh, it couldn't be that easy, right? All right, come on, let's check out the transformers.
So,
Yeah,
your
the smell
dad
would be
and your
rough.
brothers, what happened to them?
I don't know. On my way back, I tried calling over and over. I always got a busy signal. By the time I reached the house, it was deserted. The entire neighborhood was deserted. There were flyers everywhere, evacuation orders. I went to the closest refugee camp, but it was overrun. Everyone was dead. Freaks were everywhere.
Jesus, Ricky, I'm real sorry.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But these are the ones feeding the lines going south.
All right, any idea what's wrong with them?
No, not a clue. Okay. Well, it might be a short in the turbine junction boxes, so let's just go down and check it out. Okay?
All right.
So, what's with you and Schizo? I mean, it seems like you're always on the verge of ripping his throat out.
A few months back, Eddie and I caught him hiding outside our cabin while we were bathing.
What? God, he's a peeping Tom.
I told him if it happened again, he'd find out that my gun is bigger than his.
Jesus. You know, if Addie was there, Schizo probably wasn't looking at you.
It was all I could do to stop her from neutering the bastard.
Ouch.
Right? Never piss off a woman who knows how to use a scalpel.
Am I opening the door for you because you're too lazy?
Here, boost me up.
Okay. Okay, got it.
There. Here, I got the gate. Come on, junction room's right around here.
That's not looking good.
God, what is that smell?
Freaker nests. From the smell of it, more than a couple. Stay close.
We're not
How many
using the
Molotovs
pistol.
you got with you?
Enough.
Okay. Remember the drill. You light him up, I knock him down.
God, It's been a while, but I remember.
Oh shit, I can do... I didn't even know that. When you do the upgrade, you can hold 6 Molotovs now. Oh, that's wicked. The average McDonald's bathroom smell. That's gnarly, man.
Burn it down. Ready?
Shit, where did she burn?
There we go.
Son of a bitch!
At last.
What's
More
that?
bounties.
Where did she run off to?
Burn it down. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Good night. You good?
Yeah. They really don't like visitors much, do they?
Well, can you blame him?
Whew. Well, they better get used to this shit. You know what? As of today, I'm claiming this for Lost Lake Camp.
Power to the people.
All right, let's check the junction boxes and get the hell out of here. This is it. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Down. Yes. Houston, we have power.
Nice work.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Come on, let's find something to block the door in. I don't want to have to come back up here every month to clean this shit out.
Wait. You're gonna be here in a month?
What? No, I don't know. Would you just... Jesus.
I'm just fucking with you, Deke. Come on. So, why'd you ask about my dad and my brothers?
I don't know. You just, you never mentioned them before, so, you know, I'm sorry if it's something you didn't want to talk about.
In fact, it reminded me of something I wanted to ask you, back when we were riding together.
Okay, Ricky, not now. You can ask me later.
No, hey.
Come on, we gotta get moving.
We're due for something. Something's gonna happen soon. I guarantee it. I vaguely remember. Never mind. This might be it.
Hey, you never asked why I stopped riding with you and Boozer.
What's up, Nigel?
Was I supposed to ask? I already knew why. Iron Mike's bullshit. God, Ricky, do we gotta do this now?
We had been riding together for, I don't remember, a couple months. Deke, come on.
Okay.
Okay. There was this one night, and I remember it really clearly. It was snowing outside, and Boozer was snoring. Remember how he used to snore? I swear I thought he was going to bring a horde down on us,
Yeah, well,
right?
it pretty much hasn't changed.
Anyway, you thought everyone was asleep, and you were sitting outside by yourself like you always did, and you were staring at something. You didn't sleep the whole night. Let me see the photo, Deke. Come on, please. This is when I knew.
What'd you know, Ricky?
That I didn't want to end up like so many of us here. We're trapped in the past or running from it. I want to look forward. Okay? Not back.
This isn't what you think it is. Okay?
Here we go.
On the back. Find them.
Get low. Get low, get low, get low.
I saw the mark on his back.
We're from Lost Lake Camp. Iron Mike has a treaty.
Well, that was a really good idea. You want to try that again?
Stay put and keep your head down.
Hey, take care of yourself.
Yeah? How long have you been at camp?
Shit, we got a sniper.
Well, you assholes are kind of far from home, aren't you? Why don't you drag your asses back to Iron Butte and find the shithole you crawled out from?
Iron Mike has a treaty, goddammit.
They don't care about the treaty right now, dear.
We're from Lost Lake.
Come on, come on, come
We
on.
have a treaty. Taking fire!
Far north, aren't you? Huh? You don't want to get too far away from Carlos, do you?
Oh shit, that hurt.
Get to cover! How about we just leave you here to bleed out, huh? Make all the freaks out here happy, yeah? Huh? Isn't that what you want? Moving back! I need covering fire! I'll just go straight to hell. Oh yeah, nice and low down there for you, huh?
They're done.
Look at this piece of paper. It means so much.
I think that's the last of them.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe you're right. I've seen Rippers before, but not like that. What the hell are they amped up on?
No idea. Back in the day, dealt with a few tweakers who acted like that. I think they're on PCP or whatever that other issue is.
Oh, bath salts. Remember?
Yeah,
I think that's
bath
where everything went
salts.
down.
Right, yeah. Come on, let's see if they messed up our bikes.
Good old Charlie Sheen bath salts. Tiger blood.
You think that Iron Mike's treaty with these bastards is gonna hold?
I don't know.
Fucking Rippers after what they did to Boozer's arm, after what they did to
Dick!
Lisa, what?
This was clutched in one of their hands. What happened? Did you guys have a run-in, you and Boozer, with the Rippers before you stole the antibiotics?
Well, I don't know. Look, whatever Carlos thinks I did, ain't gonna compare to what I'm gonna do to him if I ever see the son of a bitch.
Come on, let's go.
Guys, you better ride. I'm hearing some nasty sounds behind us. That sounds like a horde.
Okay, we have to follow the line south. Check the transformers. Make sure they're all good.
You can wait, dear. I need more ammo. The Rippers are the meth heads, yes. Get low.
Okay, I'm following you.
nice thing is you don't burn fuel during quests.
Hey, I gotta ask you something.
Could I stop you?
How'd you end up in the MC?
It's a long story.
You got a long ride.
Okay, I was a member of the 10th Mountain, part of a forward unit working with the Northern Alliance.
Shit, I didn't know you were in the army. Why were...
You want to hear this or not?
Sorry.
We were advancing on Mazar-e Sharif. We got ambushed by a group of Taliban heading the other way, and they were in flatbed trucks, decked out with ZU-23s, modified anti-aircraft guns.
Big guns.
Yeah, really big fucking guns. Our Humvee exploded, went over a cliff, right into the Hari. You know how hard it is to drown in Afghanistan? It's hard. The place is one giant goddamn desert. Anyway, I was thrown clear, and when I came to, the Humvee was upside down in the river. I swam out to see if anyone survived. I pulled a body back to shore, and I did that 7 more times. And by the time I pulled in Tanner, my Sarge, I was done. And when I came home, I don't know, I bought a bike, spent a couple of years on the road, just moving from place to place, and
To farewell? You grew up around here, right?
yeah. Okay, so by the time I finally settled down, I got a job at a bike shop run by this old guy named Jack. And he ran the club. The press, that's what we used to call him. He patched me in himself.
Wait, Jack. I remember Boozer talking about it. He was in prison or something.
Some bad shit went down, and he ended up taking the rap for the club.
Sounds like you guys were pretty tight.
Oh, shit. There had to be one, right?
Let's come back in the morning. You can get whatever tools you need, and we'll finish it up then. There'll be fewer freaks out.
So no hot shower tonight? Okay, but I want to show you something first.
Ricky, it's been a long day.
Come on, you know a lot about the freaks. I just want to show you something you might not know. Come on, we're out here anyway.
Shit, okay.
Let's go.
Can I ask you something?
God, like I said before, could I stop you?
Why are you still flying colors?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, why do you still wear the cuts? You and Boozer, it's not like they're trying to recruit anymore or staking out territory.
Now?
A couple of guys I worked with at the plant wore colors on the weekend. I asked them about it once. They said they wore them as a way of saying, fuck you, to, I don't know, cops, authority, the government. So what are you rebelling against?
Whatever's left. Look, we wear them because we wear them. What do you want? I mean, no idea about Boozer, but I ain't trying to say shit. It's just... cut? That's who I am. I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life, but joining the MC, well... let's just say that it's one of the few things that...
Oh, we got cut off. This is
Ricky,
the sawmill,
what
isn't
are you
it?
doing here? I've seen the NERO death trains before, and hordes.
I know. Not like this.
What the fuck?
Watch. I've come out here a few times to see them. They stay in those old machine buildings and they come out every night like someone's ringing a dinner bell, right? When it's morning, they go back inside and what? Hibernate?
You mean you never went down there to see?
Aha. No. One time I got way too close and a dozen of them started chasing me.
I wouldn't want to get down there and get close.
Poking a hornet's nest. Come on, let's get out of here. It's getting dark.
Scary shit, man.
Okay, anyway, the other day, I saw something you won't believe.
Really? You want to talk? Alright, let's hear it. Wait, let me guess. You saw a NERO helicopter.
Wait, how did you know about that?
They've been spotted a few times, all over Lost Lake.
Shit.
Why do you care? It's not like they're here to help us. From the sound of it, they shoot on sight.
I don't care.
Oh, sounded like you did.
This has been the nicest, like, longest section we've gotten to ride the bikes. This is kind of cool. We're just like cruising around. It's kind of nice to break up the pace. I like riding my bike, man. It does make me want to load up Cyberpunk again, though. Go ride around on Jackie's Ark.
Hey, where the hell have you been all day?
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, well, Skizzo said you and Deacon took off, and I was worried.
Addie, I'm tired, okay?
Oh, that's rich.
Hey, Deke. Thank you.
Yeah, well, just let me know when you're ready to tackle that transformer. I'll be around.
Sure.
Bullshit.
What is your problem?
No. What is your problem?
I just said I'm tired. That's it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was worried. It's not like you to just take off without talking to me.
Okay.
So that's it?
That's it. Oh, it's phenomenal acting. Great mocap. Performance overall. Just, I don't really have any negatives about that. I don't really have any bad things to say about this game. Like, I never get tired of the gameplay. Like, a lot of times with gameplay loops, I'll get bored because it's just the same shit over and over and over. And this has enough variation to it where it's like, sometimes we're riding out and just riding our bikes. And sometimes we're taking on hordes, which is a different strategy than taking on Marauder Camp, which is a different strategy from taking on Rippers. Like, there's always enough variation. And then there's the bike upgrading, so that kind of keeps me always hunting for things to, like, upgrade my bike. Then there's the gun upgrades. So it's like, am I looking to get more points with that camp to get another gun? Like, it's a good game. I'm gonna go past the time till it's daylight, though. I don't want to ride out at night.
Oh, hey, look at that. Too late for marsh duty. Yeah, well, it's too bad, huh? Skizzo. Oh, Skizzo. Speaking of Skizzo, I wonder what the hell he did all day. Joni, you will never know how much Boozer misses you. I'm just gonna grab some shut-eye.
Grab some shut-eye.
I was ready to go back at it.
Alright, let's go see what we can see. Wait a second, it's still nighttime. I thought I was passing time till day. I might need to pass time again. I'll tell you what, Christus, if you want to come to my house and be my sound engineer and make it sound exactly the way you want, feel free.
I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit.
Everybody's always a critic, but nobody actually wants to do the work to, you know, turn it up. Get a better headset. I don't know. Figure it out. There you go. See? It was your sound bar. Alright, is there anything I could do over here that's gonna... I could fast travel there. That's pretty close.
Hey, Ricky, you send some men to go out and get him?
Yeah, he's a lot more cooperative all of a sudden. Evidently, our guys got to him just before a swarm. They offered to leave him where he was if he didn't tell them where the seats were.
That's so weird. You know, I really would have just left him there to rot.
Yeah, you know what Iron Mike would say about that?
Yeah, I know. See you, Ricky.
Alright, we should do another NERO chopper.
O'Brien, I'm at one of your beacons, the one near Camp Creek. There's nothing here.
Hold on. Okay. A field op should be there any minute. You know the drill. O'Brien out.
Yeah, I know the drill. Try not to get my ass shot off while being your goddamn peeping Tom. St. John out.
This is O'Brien. Are you there?
Yeah, so what was that all about? I mean, last time we talked, it sounded like you were pissing your hazmat suit.
It's nothing. I told you there are people above me who don't want us to know what's going on. I got too close. I was gonna call you.
You know what? I don't give a shit. All I want from you is information on Sarah.
Whitaker, I've got someone working on it. It's gonna take time. I guess you have to be patient.
Yeah? Well, not like I got a lot of choice here, do I?
This research group isn't part of my unit, so I can't track them after this op. I need you to...
Place a tracker on their chopper. Yeah, I get it. Oh, and you want me to spy on the guy wearing the white spacesuit? Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, try not to get your ass shot off. Your, the fuck was that? Arm was still open before.
Here they come. Bunch of tin soldiers marching in a row. Jesus, okay. That's right. You boys got...
Okay.
Oh, I chucked a rock and hit him with a rock.
All clear. Clear over here. Yeah? I don't think I've ever seen it. I heard something. How much longer do you think we got?
How the hell do I know? Oh, that one got
Wonder how long this will take.
too damn long. That's alcohol.
What the fuck was that?
Shit, it's cold.
Yeah.
Anyone else hear that?
Hope we got enough fuel to get back. Going all over hell and back today. We got plenty of fuel. I double-checked.
Huh?
Wasn't even my turn on the duty roster. Yes,
Here we go.
2068. Another subject
Thought I heard
exhibiting
something.
the morphology of stage 2 infection. Tendons in the hands and fingers are less constricted, fingernails less claw-like, as if recently chewed. Additionally, the subject is wearing jewelry and clothing less tattered and worn than...
Sorry. Couldn't help overhearing.
the gun-toting biology major.
Yeah, something like that. So,
creatures, scratching and clawing at us and each other.
Yeah.
Try putting a gold watch on a baboon for 2 years. Set it loose in the wild and see what happens to it.
Okay, I get your point.
This watch looks new.
Really? So,
So, that means this subject has either been taking care of it, or has recently
put it on. Shit, I thought they were all, you know...
That shit crazy? Yeah, they are, but just as some late-stage dementia patients could still have moments of lucidity, victims of stage 2 virus infections seem to retain some level of vestigial memory. No shit. Look at his clothes. They're almost clean, right? I mean, not clean, but most freaks are so caked with shit and piss.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, again, put a pair of pants on a baboon for 2 years.
Jesus.
You ever wonder why there's so many more freaks in areas where people used to live?
Thought about it. Yeah, I guess they do.
Yeah. We think there might still be something buried deep in their massively deformed heads that remembers what they once were.
Jesus, you don't think they're aware of...
No, we've done the CT scans. They might as well be brain dead, in human terms.
In human terms.
I don't know. That's what we're here to find out.
Well, what it means is that some freaks get up in the morning, they shower, they get dressed, they put on their favorite gold watch, they kiss their wife goodbye, and then they head out the door for a fun day of eating us and shitting themselves. Why the hell are these guys wasting their time with this shit? Hope you got all that, O'Brien. Okay, now just gotta get the hell out of here.
Jesus, this is taking forever.
O'Brien, are you there?
Forever's a long time.
O'Brien!
Hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
I planted your tracking device and I got your data.
The researcher, were they male or female?
What? Why?
Was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman, and no, I didn't catch her name.
Okay. I'll be in touch. O'Brien out.
Ooh, new skill point. Where do I want to spend it? What's up? No. What's up? You bringing Lucas in here? What's up with Lucas? Lucas, do you want to come say hi? Well, come here. Just your door now. You don't get to come into the office anymore because you're a bad boy and you chew up cables. What's the matter? Where's your big baby? Where's your big baby? What you doing? Did mommy bring you into the office? Where's your big baby? Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. Hi. No, immediately tries to chew a cable. Don't do that. You're a naughty boy. Yeah. This is... I don't know if I can get to the camera without disturbing him. This is Lucas. He used to be on my videos a lot when he was a baby. He used to be in here all the time. But the problem is, now he's purring. He started chewing cables. He's destroyed 2 of these headsets. These things are like $150 a pop. He's destroyed a wired Xbox controller. He's destroyed 2 phone chargers, 1 mouse. He's torn through like $750 worth of electronics. So he got banned from the office about a year and a half ago. Mommy just brought you in. What's up? Is he crying? There's your big baby. He is a daddy's boy. He's the first of the feral cats. Well, I guess Leia was the first, but this is her brother. And he hated Christina for like 6 months. He used to hiss at her. Um, Dude, I'm a white boy. Everybody just saw my legs. They say I need to get some sun. I'm white. It doesn't matter how much sun I get. I don't get much more brown than my arms. You should put him out because if he goes under the bed, he'll go look for cables. Um, I don't get much browner than that. Even when I lived in Cancun, I was in Cancun for 8 years, and I maybe got a couple of shades darker. I'll burn, but I mean, I can be out in the sun all day, every day, and I just don't ever get that brown. I'll bronze is about. No, those parts of my legs don't go in the sun. I sit here in shorts all day. At least I had shorts on. A lot of times I'm just sitting here in my boxers, but I'm actually wearing shorts right now, so. At least it didn't flash you guys a little sausage fest. uh, but yeah, I don't turn. Meanwhile, Chris can go out in the sun for 15 minutes and she'll come back looking like a burnt piece of toast. Like she just browns immediately. There better not been nothing hanging out. I'm pretty good about not letting that kind of slip ups happen. That's for the night streams.
Deke, heard you tracked down Eric Lynch.
Oh yeah, Mike, I found him.
I want to thank you for not.
Frankenbeans!
He'll get a chance to tell his side of it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, too bad Campbell and Reed aren't allowed to tell their side.
Hey, we got folks that'll be there, speaking on their behalf, and we got witnesses. It's the way we do things, Deke.
Why don't you give him to me for 5 minutes? You'll have a confession.
Thanks. We got it covered. Iron Mike out.
All right.
Hey, Ricky, you there? I'm gonna be gone for a while. I'm gonna need you to cover for me. Skizza's gonna wonder why I'm not out on marsh duty or whatever the hell.
Hey, Deke. What's up?
Boozer's, hell, I don't know. He's depressed or something. Talk to Addie. I think I know a way to cheer him up.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I thought I'd maybe head to O'Leary Mountain, get his bike, bring it back.
That's a long way to go on foot.
I'll figure something out. Are you gonna cover for me or what?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ricky. Deacon out.
How does that quest work if I gotta go back? Well, I need to fuel up first, so... I specifically don't play mouse and keyboard because my hands hurt when I play mouse and keyboard, so I can't answer that question. I'm the exact opposite. My hands hurt using mouse and keyboard, so...
Deke, this is Tucker. Stop by. I've got work for you.
Tuck, hey, okay. I'll see if I can make time. Deacon out.
Looking to buy, Hope.
Just looking for some stuff.
All right, I got you. Mike's looking pretty busted. Sure, all right.
I saw someone moving out there.
Something's not right.
You guys trying to rob my camp?
Boozer, you there?
Yeah,
How you doing, brother?
same as always. Still out there chasing shoppers?
Yeah,
Figure out what the hell they're up to yet.
not a clue. What O'Brien told me seems legit. Nero's out here, or they're running field missions, studying the freaks. No idea why.
Hey, I gotta get going. Skizzo stopped by and said I'd be shoveling shit.
That's pretty legit, Nigel.
Tell Skizzo to eat shit.
That's some pretty serious button mashing.
I'll pass that along. Later.
I don't think I ever used the sprint other than when I was chasing guys that had to have me chase them down. Yeah, I have chronic tendonitis in these two fingers and down through here. So I can't do WASD because of that right there. That,
Hey, I brought you something.
using
Wait,
those
what
two
the fuck?
fingers
You went up and got my bike?
for more than
I
an
didn't want
hour, if
coke
I do it
that
for
night.
more than an hour, hour and a
Help me
half,
out.
I can't use my hand for
Jesus,
like
dude.
2-3 days.
Hey, I mean, I mostly did it, you know, in case I need parts.
And
It's
that's
not like your gimp ass is
squeezing
gonna
a
need 'em.
sponge for
Shit.
20 years doing
Thanks,
ceramic
brother.
tile and natural stone, and then on top of that, writing 25 million words over years for clients, just destroyed. I have I have next to no grip in this hand, in my left hand. So I don't do WASD shit. Yeah, I very rarely play games that do mouse and keyboard because of that. Also, just MMOs for years, decades of MMOs and raiding
Deke.
and
Addie just wanted me to tell you that she paid some men to go get your bike and bring it back. It's over at the mechanic's shop.
Oh, wait, what?
You're welcome, Deke. Ricky out.
man, it is going to take a long ass time to get to the next tier rep for this
You got
camp to
something
get
to
more
say about
bike
it?
parts.
Here for your bike?
Hey, how's life?
Probably draining a lot of gas riding the broken road. Need fuel? Sure. All right.
St. John. Mark Copeland of Deacon St. John.
Hey, Cope, what's up?
Just checking in. A couple of my men were up to the top of O'Leary Mountain the other day. Said they found a safe house set up in an old Forest Service watchtower.
Is that right?
Yes, sir, that's what I'm told. They said it was abandoned, but funny thing, whoever lived there left behind a bike. Good shape, too, by the sound of it.
Really?
Indeed. But that's not the funny thing. The funny thing is they went back up there today to pick it up, but the bike was gone. Now, ain't that a head-scratcher?
Look, Cope, this is all really fascinating, but,
Now, hold on. Here's the fascinating part. They swear that old bike, well, it looked a lot like the one Boozer used to ride.
Okay, so let me get this straight, Cope. You guys went up to O'Leary Mountain. You found what you thought was Boozer's bike. And the first thing you thought of was, hey, why don't we just go back and steal it?
Salvage, Deke. Salvage. But no, that was my second thought. My first was, whatever happened to old Boozer? Manny says he hasn't seen him around for some time.
I don't know. now, Cope. Next time I see him, I'll let him know how much you miss him. St. John out.
Low on fuel, huh?
All right, see you, Christus.
There you go. Come back soon. Hey, always good to see you, Deke.
Deke, we got a real problem on our hands. You remember Richard Marsden? Used to ride for us?
What about John Marston? What?
Rick the Prick Marsden, yeah. I remember him. I thought Alki ran him out of camp.
He did. But, I guess Marsden wasn't too happy about it. He joined a group of drifters down at the Black Crater. Led an attack against a supply run. We lost 3 men.
Ah, shit. I never liked that son of a bitch anyway. I'll take care of him.
Thanks, Deke. I knew I could count on you.
I'm gonna have some Dune Awakening keys to give away, kids.
Bet you're here for your bike, right?
Hey, Zanny, keeping your hands
There's an
clean?
open beta coming up, the 9th through the 12th. And here in a few days, I'm gonna have some keys to hand out, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for that. A couple of them are already reserved, but I'm gonna have a few that we're gonna give out, so stay tuned. Technically, I've got some Division 2 Ultimate PC editions to give out too, but I never got around back to playing that game again because we got busy with all this other stuff. The DLC's coming at the end of the month, but
You there?
I'm not gonna have time to check
Addy,
it
what's
out.
up?
Can you stop by the infirmary when you get a chance?
Anything wrong?
No, I just need to talk to you.
Shit, I should not have come out here at nighttime.
Yeah, okay. Ripper camp. Goddamn rippers.
Yeah, I need to take care of this Ripper camp. It kind of looks like I would want to go up and over, though. Oh, no, it looks like the road goes in. Yeah, we'll see if it pays off in the long run, Nigel. It's definitely been an interesting experiment, at the very least. So, it's very interesting to me because... Actually, this will be a... yeah, that's why I'm not playing it. I'm not playing Expedition 33 until they do a patch. I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. I love the game, but I'm not willing to suffer for story mode that appears to be broken. And if that's their version of story mode, unfortunately, I would rather just watch someone play it and go, awesome game. Hope you guys win game of the year. So just phenomenal voice acting. I just don't want to play the reaction-based games. I don't. Hang on, I have a conversation I want to do. I was gonna start, but my cat wants. Actually, this is Christina's cat. Give me a second. I gotta let Frodo out. All right. Where are we at? 136. So Nigel had said, I'm glad you've gotten the opportunity with all the pre-release stuff with Dune, because we've been doing a lot of cool stuff with Dune Awakening. That was the first. It's the first AAA project I've done on the channel, in terms of getting into a closed beta pretty early on. In the I was at the very I was at the first round of outside content creators that got invited in. Um, they had additional content creators that had been in for quite a while who had already worked with Funcom, who were like big Conan Exiles guys. It's been very interesting to see the progression in the gaming space, because I did this before in the travel space with my wife, where the way we did it in the travel industry was I was a travel writer and a travel photographer for years. And when I was living in Cancun, which is where I met Chris, I was there and I was on contract doing other contracts elsewhere, but I had gotten contracted to write a Cancun travel guide for a company. So I was there doing the guide for the company, met Chris, ended up sticking around, started to create local content of my own, and my blog started to focus on like local content there. And you start working locally, you start getting opportunities with restaurants and hotels and spas and resorts. And so you do tit for tat. You go trade a blog post for, a free meal somewhere. Or you do a photo shoot and you get to go spend a day at the spa and have mojitos and free lunch. And then that got to the point where I was selling my own travel guide for Cancun and started doing. I remember when the first big thing was I had done some of my own workshops where I brought people in who were followers of my blog and my newsletter, and they came down and we brought them in for a blogger boot camp is what we called it. They came in for 3 months and they stayed with us for 3 months. We had a rented house that we did. We had like a half a dozen students, and they were there. We built their brands up, built their blogs up. We went on an adventure tour. Chris taught Spanish, and we did a 3 month, thing. And then after that, I did a weekend where this is back because I was one of the only people using Facebook advertising at the time. So no one locally was using Facebook advertising. So I was running Facebook ads to sell books. And I ran a workshop, and out of our house, basically, one weekend, I was like, I'm going to see what I can get locally in terms of people that want to come in and do these workshops. So I ran like $10 worth of ads or whatever, and I was like, this Saturday from like noon until 3 o'clock, I'm teaching a workshop here, and I expected I would sell a dozen tickets. I sold like 30 tickets to the first, and I was like, well, I'll do another one Saturday afternoon. Sold out that one, and I was like, well, then I'll add 2 more sessions on. Sold those out. We ended up selling like 200 tickets over the course of and I had we had an outdoor patio at our place, like a big outdoor front patio. Sold all that. That got the attention of like the local newspaper. I'm gonna have to kill somebody. And I got invited to go do a presentation on stage for the local newspaper and a bunch of local businesses who were tied to the local government. That then got me private invitations to start presenting to and speaking on social media at a bunch of the hotel chains, and then some of the co-working spaces in like Cancun and Playa del Carmen started picking up on it. Then one of the big travel conferences, one of the big international travel conferences came through, and I got invited to do a speaking presentation at that travel conference, and that opened the door to all of a sudden Chris and I got invitations to go all over the world to go do these projects where they would fly you in, put you up, feed you, pay for everything, have you do a bunch of photography and videography and articles, and then pay you a fee on top of it. But not every project did it exactly the same. Some of them would just pay for everything, but they wanted to do trades. And this is, I'm going to bring this back around to the gaming thing because I've done this before where you're trading time for something, because I'm not getting paid by Funcom to do anything. Otherwise, it would say in my, it would say sponsored by or whatever. It's just key provided by. So I've been given a key to go do the beta, and I've been given free keys for other projects before. But it's interesting to see the progression of how this works because I've already done this before in a different industry. Because you start off doing tit for tats, you trade airtime for freebies, and then that progresses to, well, I've done enough freebies now. Now I want to get paid. So then you start negotiating how much is it worth to you. And I talked about this a while back. We had a company that came and wanted to do a 2-hour sponsored stream, and they were willing to pay $1,000. And I was like, okay, it's out of my wheelhouse, but I'll do it. That ended up not coming to fruition, but it's nice to see the progression of that, because I'm still very much in the lower tier. Guys like Force Gaming and Co Carnage and those guys make tens of thousands of dollars per month because they've been doing it for a decade. And I'm only in my 4th year of doing this. But I think with the travel stuff, I think it took us about, I'm trying to think here. I started that travel blog in 2011? I think it was 2011 because I went to Colombia and I came back from Colombia, and what I did was I opened up the website, I think at the end of 2011, and in 2012 I started selling my first book. I sold 50,000 copies of books that first year, immediately started teaching the workshops because I built my newsletter and my blog up, brought students in, and by 2013 I was teaching workshops and doing public speaking and stuff, and then that was the gig for, a long time, getting invited around the world to go work on really cool projects. And was in a blessed enough position that at the end of 2018 I was able to just sort of retire from that, and went into full-time game development because I had been part-time game deving for quite a while then, and then transitioned from that into doing this. And like, my objective with this channel has never been to get free shit because I don't really care about free stuff. I like to get paid. Money is way more important to me in my mid-40s than getting free shit. Like, I don't care about getting a free video game copy because $50, $60, $70, whatever, that's a tax write-off for me. So it's free for me anyway, even if I pay for it out of pocket because it's a business expense. So a company offering me a free key doesn't really do that much for me. But what is valuable is being able to get into a project early enough on with and this is the key. I don't care about single player titles so much, but a big multiplayer MMO type game like Dune Awakening was interesting to me because I've done a lot of coverage for Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Republic over the years, and I know the long-term value of the way people play those online games. And so the value of guides and the value of being able to go in and create beginner's guides and things of that nature, those types of guides tend to be very evergreen. The best content on my YouTube channel to this date tends to be my Star Wars: The Republic and Lord of the Rings guides. Those regularly, consistently do very well in the algorithm, even though some of those videos might be 3 or 4 years old, because there's class guides and skill guides and build guides and crafting guides and all this other stuff. And so I looked at that when the invite came, and we've talked about this in the past before. I normally don't take those types of invites up because doing offline gameplay doesn't really do me a lot of good because I make the most of my money from being online streaming. So the idea of going offline and playing something is usually not that appealing. But in this case, I looked at it and went, I like the Dune IP a lot. It's like Middle Earth and Star Wars for me. And it's a nice little project with a AAA company that I can stuff in the resume for resume fodder and use that for whatever project comes next. And then in between there, you do little things like Robin Hood Sherwood Builders, which is from some tiny little developer in the middle of I think they were from the Ukraine, which isn't going to get you much resume fodder, but it was a fun game to play, and I was happy to, you know, trade a dozen videos for a $40 copy, you know, because then I probably made $1,000 off those videos for that game, and it was a $40 title, and I didn't pay for it, you know. It's so, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It has been a very interesting opportunity. Long term, we're going to see, you know, what that turns into. I have in the back of my mind what I want it to turn into, because I know what I can get paid, and I've already done this before as a travel. I don't want to say influencer. I hate the word influencer, but I've been a travel influencer and a travel content creator, albeit a while ago because we stopped in 2018. But I've already been like at the very, I don't want to say at the very tippy top of that industry, but I've been at the top of that industry, and I know what we were getting paid and the opportunities that we were getting presented with. And so it's interesting to see how that correlates into the gaming space to see if
I gotta clear the camp.
if the pay rates are going to stay the same.
Any of them escape.
Shit, I missed.
Finally, Jesus.
Sometimes they can. Other things aren't necessarily worth it.
No, he has been brought low.
Shit.
Make him sick.
What do you think now, huh? This shit's back. How do you like that?
Shit.
Moving back. Move back. Must reload.
Think we got him. The reason I don't really pay attention to it a lot of the times for like single player games is because most single player games will drop off fairly quickly. So if you get an invite to be like, hey, come, you know, here's an invite to this game, or, you know, but you can't talk about it. You know, here's an embargo. You know, the question is always, how much time am I going to have to put into that offline to get the review out? If I got to play it for 30 hours offline, what's the point in me playing 30 hours offline for a single title that's going to, you know, the traffic's going to be gone in 2 weeks. So do I get enough out of it by being able to publish an early review? Do I get enough traffic out of that to justify spending the 30 hours offline? Because if I'm offline playing for 30 hours, I know how much money I can make when I'm online playing for 30 hours. So it's like, can I make the same amount of money or more by playing it offline? That's my justification for anything. I don't give two shits about the amount of followers I have at all. None of that means anything. Because a person with 5,000 followers can easily make more money than someone with 15,000 followers if it's about sponsorships and brand deals. Numbers only matter when we're talking like advertising revenue and just raw like YouTube views, or if you're talking Twitch subscribers, you know, when you're talking live viewers, that does matter, because that translates to advertising revenue and subscriptions and stuff. And on YouTube, you know, it's your memberships and everything else, because a certain percentage of those audience members are always going to be subscribers or members. Blanca está. Yeah. Sí, sí. Okay. Mommy just put you back in the room. Were you being naughty? I think you were being naughty, buddy. Mommy put you back in here.
Always.
Are you talking about V Rising, Nigel? Oh, damn it. Frodo. Playing musical cats here. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I thought you were talking about V Rising and the seasons that they've got there. My brain was in a different place. Where are the rest of these assholes? But I remember the conversation even 10 years ago. There was a lot of stupidity around the follower count, where I remember Chris and I had gotten invited to speak at a conference, and there was a Facebook group that literally spun up about there was a controversy around the fact that I had gotten invited to speak at a marketing conference. And this thread got started of people going, who is this guy that's getting asked to speak at our conference? He's only got 6,000 followers on social media. How is it possible that someone who only has 6,000 followers on their social media is an authority enough to be able to speak on this topic and teach us when their personal following is only 6,000? And thankfully, because I knew the owner of the conference, and he was the one who invited me to speak at the conference, that then sparked this whole, well, here's his resume. Let's go look at the companies he's worked for and the campaigns he's worked on for these companies. Let's realize that his personal social media doesn't have anything to do with his authority on the topic, because his authority comes from the resume of clients he has worked for, which are behind the scenes projects where those numbers aren't publicized, nor does it have anything to do with his personal social media following, because it's client work. So there's this mistaken conception by a lot of people too that the amount of followers someone has is somehow indicative of whether or not they are an authority on a subject. And I can promise you that is so far from the truth with so many different things. There's way too many people who put an amount of value on the number of followers someone has on social media as if that means anything, and it doesn't, which is why I will often say things like, just because a big YouTuber with 250 or 500,000 followers said something doesn't mean shit, because if all of they've ever done is just built up a following, they could have a very big following and still not know shit about anything outside of what they're talking about. And it'll be probably the one and only time I will ever agree with Asmongold on anything, where he made a comment recently about how, and the converse that I'm pulling something out of context here. He was making a comment about how if you're not making at least $100,000 a year from streaming, you should stop streaming and consider doing something else, because you're never going to be able to make enough money or get big enough to be able to do anything meaningful. You'll make more money and have a more successful career working for someone else. And in the course of his argument, he was saying the problem with streaming is that by the amount of time it takes to get to making $100,000 a year, if it takes you 4 years or 5 years, if you're not there within a certain amount of time, like let's say you're not there within 4 years or 5 years, if you're not making $100,000 a year by the time you're 5 years into streaming, you should stop and go do something else. Because the reality is the amount of time you've spent for 5 years trying to get to that point, and if you're still not there after 5 years, you have now wasted 5 years of your time, because you're going to have no applicable job skills for the 5 years that it took you to grow that following. And if you try to go get a job somewhere and you haven't done anything for 5 years and you've been off the grid for 5 years, the employers are going to look at your 5-year gap and say, you're not worth hiring because you have no applicable job skills for those 5 years. You've not done anything. And the reason I mention that is because a lot of times when you look at these people with big followings, they might have a big following because of luck, or they have big tits, or they're very controversial, or they have something, some sort of a gimmick or a spiel or a shtick or something. But just because they've got that shtick or that spiel or that thing that gives them big followers doesn't necessarily mean they have any actual relatable job skills, or any sort of valuable marketable skills. They might be a pretty face. They might have a cool voice. They might look cool when they wear sunglasses, and they have a personality that they do on stream, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything when it comes to can they generate results when they're actually working on a project. So there's so many fascinating things that go into metrics. And that's the benefit of me having worked on the other side as well, managing influencer campaigns and writing white papers and stuff. Is
got some papers.
Thank God I know all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I always chuckle when I get some stupid troll on the channel who's like, "Oh, your videos are only getting 250 to 300 views," and it's like, buddy, I publish like 10 videos a day. Some videos get 200 views, some videos get 2,000 views, some videos get 10,000 views, some videos get 30,000 views, some videos get 100,000 views. It does not matter how many views an individual video gets. What matters is the net growth at the end of the day. So it's a cumulative effect of everything that gets pushed out, and as long as you're going up and that green marker is always pointing up, that's the only thing that matters. I remember I had a conversation, I think it was early last year, I had a conversation with an agency, talking about the potential for finding an agency to do pitching for me so that I don't have to go out there and pitch to like for sponsorship deals and stuff. And the lady was like, well, you're not getting 50,000 views per video, so yeah, we only work with streamers who are already getting 50,000 views per content creators. We only work with content creators who are already getting 50,000 views per video. And I literally went, the fuck do I need you for if I'm already getting 50,000 views per video? Like, seriously, I don't fucking need you if I'm already getting 50,000 views per video. What I want is someone that will pitch to people and get sponsorship deals for me, take their 30% cut or whatever, so that I don't have to spend the time doing the pitching. I would much rather just spend my time being live and not having to pitch. So, this ties into another fascinating topic. I caught some clips from a recent Dropped Frames podcast that they had a guy who was in the, I don't know his name, but he's in the indie publishing realm. And in one of his clips, he was talking about a big thing these days is a lot of the bigger publishers are looking at indie teams and saying, well, we're not willing to work with you unless you've already got 20,000 wish lists on your Steam game. And it's like, if I've already got 20,000 wish lists on my Steam game, what the fuck do I need you for? Like, I don't need a publisher if I've already gotten 20,000 wish lists on my game. Fuck off. You know, it's like, it's, there's some really messed up information out there regarding metrics, and companies who want you to do all the legwork and then come in and ride off of your coattails, and it's like, no. Like, I have no problem paying somebody 30%, a 30% commission, you know, off of a sponsorship deal, but I don't want to have to lift a finger. I want them to do all the work for that 30%. Otherwise, what's the point? So, it's one of those things.
Every day.
As long as this isn't a swarm. Let's peek around the corner here. Yeah, the unfortunate reality, Kai, is that most people who are streamers are not smart. Most people are they just want to get famous. And so they start streaming with the intent that I'm going to become famous playing video games or whatever. And it's like, that's not. There's a business to streaming that most people don't consider or don't know anything about. And they don't care to educate themselves on. Right out on a bounty job. Rick Marston. Let's do the NERO camp first. Are there two NERO? I should probably not go there during the nighttime. Dude, that sounds like a horde. They're definitely chasing me. Am I familiar with Gamers? I've heard of Gamers Nexus. All I can say is that I've heard of it. I don't know what that off the top. I don't even know what it is off the top of my head.
All right, Rick the Brick Marston, where the hell are you? You're out here somewhere.
What?
Oh, fuck. I saw it right as I jumped into it.
Tucker, I'm here. Your man Marsden looks like he's got himself a goddamn army.
Doesn't surprise me. He always seemed like the kind of man who'd attract every dirtbag out in the shit. You want me to send Alki?
No. I got this. What was he wearing when your men got hit?
Same thing he always wore. One of those black coats down to the knees, cowboy hat. Teague, bring me his hat. More holes in it, the better.
That's
dressed like an asshole.
dude.
John out.
I gotta stop for a second. That's brilliant. Like keeping a year's payroll on cash is one of the smartest things you can do. And if you're not doing that, you shouldn't be running a business. Seriously. You should not be running a business if you can't afford to keep a year's payroll on hand. Like that's just smart business right there. And I don't know. So this gets into my background in business, having run a construction company with employees, working with my brother. I've managed some multi-million dollar projects in my lifetime, built a big MMORPG studio. Like there are business things that most streamers like. I can't tell you how many times. I don't know. He's a chubby little guy who runs like a financial YouTube channel, and I catch clips of him every once in a while on TikTok. I don't know his name, but I've watched some clips of his like when he's talking to people who and he's trying to give them financial advice, and you see all these people and it's like they don't pay taxes, they don't take out withholding for taxes, they don't ever consult with an accountant, they don't ever they just are like I'm just playing video games, and it's like they end up with a $75,000 tax bill, and it's like what the fuck are you doing? Um, it's ridiculous. I think keeping a year's payroll is the smartest thing you can do. That's I don't think I would be willing to run a business if we didn't have at least 6 months cash on payroll. Like you need to have at least 6 months. At least. Having 12 months is brilliant. Like if you could afford to have 12 months payroll stuck in the bank, good for you. That's way more important than growing the business and scaling. Way too many people are focused on got to do big numbers. We got to grow big and go balls out. Um, that's what is his name? Hang on, I gotta think for a minute. Ramsey is his last name. Is it David Ramsey? That's like Ramsey style when he talks about, everybody should have, several $1,000s in cash for an emergency fund, have 6 months of your bills on hand, blah 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 blah. There's definitely something to that we were talking about this. You probably missed the streams, but I think a couple months back, Kai, we had a really long discussion about because somebody had come in and asked about. I think I probably put up the clip on YouTube somewhere. There's probably the video of it because somebody had asked, and I'm trying to remember the exact question now, but somebody had asked, "How do I achieve financial independence at a young age?" It was around that because we were talking about because at that time we were talking about what had come up conversations like my house is paid for. I don't have credit card debt. We don't have a car payments or anything. Um, so there's this idea that like no one, especially if you're looking at the U.S. market, they do not teach financial anything in school to anybody ever. So if you're 16 years old or whatever, 17 years old, and you get a university that comes in, they're like, we're going to give you credit, and you're going to go to school, and we're going to put you $250,000 in debt. I'm bullshitting numbers right now, just for the purpose of arbitrary. So the system is willing to loan you hundreds of thousands of dollars to put you in debt so that you'll go to school and get a school loan, which is not dismissible in a bankruptcy court. And then you're a ball and chain. You got a ball and chain around you for the next 30, 40, 50 years to pay that off with an enormous interest rate. And they'll do that to you at 16, 17 years of age. If you're 16, 17 years of age and you go to a bank with a business plan and try to ask a bank to loan you $30,000, the bank is going to laugh at you and be like, nope, no way are we loaning you $30. You don't have a credit score, you don't have a history, blah, 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 blah. They're more than willing to loan you $250,000 to go to school for 4 years, but they won't loan you $30,000 to start a business, even if you have a smart business plan, which should show anyone with any sort of IQ that the system is not designed around allowing you to have financial freedom. It's around you becoming a slave to the system and paying out interest rates and mortgage payments and car payments and school payments over the next 30 years of your life, 40, 50 years of your life. They don't teach financial anything in school. And so no one learns ever. They don't ever learn. The only thing I can remember being taught in high school was how to balance a checkbook. That was as far as the accounting ever went. Like the accounting class that we took ever went was just, this is how you balance a checkbook. But there are no courses on how does money work? How does credit work? How does the credit system work? Do you need the credit system? Here's how business loans work. Here's variable finance rates. Here's interest rates. Here's how. None of that is ever taught to anybody. And it's only the people who are willing to go out there and educate themselves on that system that learn about it that go, oh shit, this is all a big fucking lie. Like this is all just a big scam to keep people indentured as slaves. Like it's indentured servitude with a new skin on it. And once you realize that, it's not that hard to break free of it. It's just no one's been taught, and no one wants you to know those types of things. Like financial independence is a big thing, and way too many kids
Come on, Rick, don't try to run away.
Don't ever get taught anything about it. Next thing you know, they're 24 years old. They're already $200,000 in debt.
Oh shit, where'd you boys come from?
Moving. Hey. Reload. Cover me. Now. Yeah, get him. Gotta move to his side. Move to his side. Go, go. Hold still, goddammit. Hey, asshole. See ya.
I gotta get rid of that sniper.
Now you're gonna burn.
God damn it.
Killed him!
That fucker's running. Oh, I got him. All right, he's down.
Yeah, keep on running around.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
All right, we got this. I had to get rid of the sniper.
Reload! They're down! They're down!
missed the shot.
Listen to me.
Now.
We got shit to spare. Whatever that old woman is paying us, I'll double it.
Oh, we got wolves incoming. I'm gonna hunker down and let them go eat him. Good luck with that, buddy. Oh, that's brilliant karma. The devs just don't want us to know this is a walking sim. Exactly that. The problem is those wolves are going to come for me now. Shit, there's a lot of wolves, man. Oh, he got caught in a trap. Okay. I survived. I burned a shitload of ammo. But we survived. Time to loot up. Anyway, I'm always happy to talk about financial stuff because it's a fascinating topic to me. Especially considering, like, so many people don't... their head's not in the right space. They've never learned about it. They don't want to educate themselves about it. And the worst part is when you get... This goes back to, like, just because someone has a big following doesn't mean that there's someone that you should be listening to. And unfortunately, a lot of people can't make that distinction because they see someone has a big following and they think that, oh, that person is important. And it's like, are they, though? Do they really have something valuable to add to the equation? What is this? Oh. Con rum? Horchata, everybody. Oh, that's refreshing.
Better than nothing.
Oh, that's good.
Hat like this, you deserve to die, Rick the Prick.
Hey, Tuck, got you a new hat.
Nice job. Did he put up much of a fight?
So, do I get paid more if he did?
No.
Then why do you care?
Just enjoying the
Chad,
fact how
why do
much
you
the
care?
son of a bitch suffered before he bled out.
Well, Jesus, Tuck, I don't do this shit for your entertainment.
Yeah, we're getting close to rank 3. Oh, no, we're not. That was something different. We still got a ways to go. We need 25,000. I will say Chris and I found
Bet you're here for your bike, right?
a cool
How's the
like
bike business
wings and
going,
burger
Sadie?
place last night in our town.
Fill her up.
Like not like literally like we took a different route down to the river to go for our walk last night. Well, it's yesterday afternoon, I guess like 5 o'clock. We found like a fish place that does like um, grilled fish and stuff. But they closed at like 6 o'clock, and we were wandering by at like 5:45. And then we found another place that um, does like burgers and wings, no beer. The first place does beers and stuff, and micheladas and fish. Chris really wanted a beer, and so we were looking for a place to stop in and have a beer. So that place was closed. We ended up just going and sitting down at this other place. We had wings and fries, just stacked up. But they had like a full-on. They do this thing called a queso burger, which is like a quesadilla, but it's a queso burger. So we're gonna go back and try that because I guess it's like their specialty thing. But we're finally starting to like. We've been here 3 years and we haven't really ever. Our first 3 years were focused on building the homestead up. You know, we're at a place now where, you know, we have the catios built. Everything's sort of stabilized now. The house has been fixed up reasonably enough over the past 3 years, and so now we're starting to be like, okay, we can start doing stuff. And so I think we're gonna go back there next week and try some of their other stuff. The wings were not that good. The fries were pretty good. The wings were not that good. But it had a really nice location, looking out, and really clean and just a really cute place with like 10 tables, very small, homey. The family who owns it lives right across the street, and it was like, I think we're gonna go back to that place at the very least. I really wish there was a better pizza joint in town because there's no good pizza here. And the one place we get pizza from has an okay pizza, and it's just like I'm way too lazy to make my own. But burgers, we make burgers ourselves all the time, so. Now we have a really good butcher shop, so now I get really good burgers and steaks. See, Addy, search the NERO. Let's do this one. Let's sleep. I don't want to go there at night. Hold that thought.
Thanks for stopping by.
I just wish, yeah, Chris and I do burgers about once a week, sometimes twice a week. She's really good about cooking burgers because she knows I love burgers. Pizza's a little harder to make though because the pizza dough and.
I'm just gonna grab some shut eye.
What I would really like to do is just get a pizza oven, but I think the big thing was I was trying to convince her the other day to buy an air fryer because like when we make fries, we fry them up in oil, and it's a process, you know. You got to get the skillet heated up, and we do it in we don't have like a deep fryer, so we use a cast iron skillet. So you got to get the oil heated up, and then you're standing there sweating over it for however many minutes, you know, 15, 20 minutes while you're making the fries. And if you have an air fryer, you just stick it in there and go. I don't know. I've never owned one. My brother and my sister-in-law swear by them. I'm debating getting one. We'll see. But I would love to get a little pizza oven.
You're here for your bike, right?
And
Hey, Zanny.
to be able to do pizzas. That's probably not. I didn't think about that, JK, to be honest with you. But our freezer, we don't have a very big freezer. I don't know if there's enough space in there for me to do that. But that's not a bad idea. Just go make a batch of dough on a Sunday. And then stash it in the freezer. Dude, have Rippers taken over this? Shit, they totally have.
Goddamn Rippers. I am going to kill all of you.
What was that?
Use the fold method? I've never used the fold method. Is that when you tuck it under? Like the tuck and fold method, like Jay and Silent Bob? that scene where he's dancing to the song from Silence of the Lambs. That's literally what came into my mind when you said the fold method, is seeing Jay walking backwards. Oh, I have not watched that film in a while.
I saw something.
Dude, I can hear somebody, but I can't see him. Dude, I'm running out of crossbow bolts. No, I'll definitely have to watch some videos to figure it out.
Something is moving.
Shit, I missed.
Good. Give his blood to the free. Get down. Kill him. Kill him. Show him the path. Moving on. They've been freed. Released.
Come on, jump up, jump up, jump up. He doesn't want to jump up there. Definitely need to cut all these.
What's this?
Deer crossing the road. Wow, 2 years ago that would have gone splat.
Okay, I think that's all of the speakers. Loudspeakers. I think that's all the loudspeakers.
Power's off. Figures.
Okay. I don't know that I need a fuse. There was a gas can around here somewhere. There's the gas can.
Can of fuel.
There's got to be a generator around here somewhere. Shit. That's not good. Is the generator on the other side of this? I don't see a way past this wall. Oh, never mind. It's right in front of me.
Needed this. That should be it. Busted. Here we go. Green lights are good. Green light, damn it. That's gonna bring them all down on me. It's not gonna open. Locked tight. Guess not. Won't open.
Why won't any of these open?
Locked. Nope.
Shit. Now, why won't any of these open?
It's not gonna open.
I got power to the place.
Locked tight. Guess not.
What am I missing here?
Won't open.
They're hearing something and they're running towards it, and I don't know. It was like a speaker. Is it that speaker up top? It's probably too late to take care of it now. Alright, what am I missing about the stupid... Oh. Maybe that was it? That was it.
Here we go.
I just had to turn it back on. It wasn't turned on.
I can always use this.
Because I'm a herpin' derpin'.
Yes, NERO injector.
I've done stamina every single time. I'm gonna go health for a change.
Another NERO micro recorder. Not sure I want to listen to this.
Time. Jesus, I'm tired.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah. This morning, we had a goddamn pilgrimage come through.
What? What are you talking about?
Fucking cult. Half-naked, shaved heads. Some of them give it up pretty bad. Driving a whole convoy of hippy-dippy vans and trucks.
Oh, shit. I've seen these clowns. Were they chanting a bunch of shit like, "Get low! Be free! Follow the path!" Shit like that?
Yeah, that's them.
They call themselves R.I.P. Rest in peace. They got some messiah thinks all this shit is part of some plan. Where are they headed?
South. Beyond that, I don't know and don't care. Alright, man, have a good one.
Okay, what the hell's he recording?
Alright. Well, I've made it out of that. Next question I have, though, are these all additional NERO stations? NERO research sites. Are those also going to contain those things that I could click on to, like, increase my stamina and stuff? Let's find out and see. Because I think the ones I've already cleared have a different marker. Duran says all the NERO ones have them? Okay. Yeah, I know the big bases I've been to have them. I don't This looks like one of those things that I haven't cleared. That didn't sound good. I don't know what the fuck that was. Creepy critter is what that was. Oh. How am I getting up there? I guess I ramp the bike over? Alright. Let's go see what we can see. Oh, this is something different. Okay, this isn't what I thought it was.
Another micro recorder.
It's just got a micro recorder
One
here.
of these is gonna explain what the hell you guys are doing out
Oh
here.
no, there's a thing here.
An ejector. Nero had all the good shit.
Let's take a focus one for a change.
This'll help me keep my eyes open.
Well,
Rock. Yeah, I know where that is.
I think that's one of those
Hot
things that
Springs,
devs
south
didn't
of
want us to know
Patchen's
about.
Lakes.
Let's see here. I think there's another one right up the road here. I never bothered with these before in my first playthrough, but definitely want to get these while I'm here. Sorry, bike. I don't see anything here. Is there something maybe up top I gotta go find? Oh, is there gonna be a cave over here that I gotta go into? No, that's not a cave. Alright, that one's got me stumped. Yeah, it might be underground. I just don't know where the entrance would be. Hang on, there's like some stuff right... Oh, there's probably a cave right here. Wow. Aim assist would be lovely! I bet there's a cave right down in there. And I really don't want to go into a cave. Not during the daytime, anyway. I don't know if that NERO box is worth it. I'm gonna quick save and check it out, but if that cave has stuff in it, we're gonna do a hard pass on that. That sure as shit looks like a cave to me. And I see a bunch of bodies at the mouth of that cave. That's not a good sign. You gotta love it, Drivrom. Things that devs didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to know that this is actually a walking sim. Dude, I hear him inside the cave. There's gotta be a horde in there. And the music? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. That NERO box is not worth it. Fuck that. Not doing it. Nope. Nope. Not worth it. It's not worth it, kids. It's not fucking worth it. Alright, we did go talk to Addie. I bet I need to fuel up before I can go down there. Yep. Oh shit, something heard me. Why is the music so creepy? I'm not in the cave. I'm not in the cave. Get me out of here. Take me away from here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Bet you're here for your bike, right? Oh, you're out of gas. Let me have a look at it.
All right, back down to here. Oh, that's a brilliant title, though. JK, hang on, though. Hang on, though. We got to use that title. Has X game... Has X ruined gaming? Dude. That's tomorrow morning's Oblivion one, probably. Has The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered ruined gaming? Oh, I love it. But I do like the idea of a short too, where it's just the title is "His Days Gone Remastered Ruined Gaming," and I just look at the screen and go, "Nope," and that's it. Like a quick little 5-second.
Something?
Just looking around.
I can fill your bike up. Probably need it.
That we could do that.
Okay. I'll top you off. Sure. All right. Let me know if you need anything.
Hey, Deacon, you got a second?
For you, Eddie, I've got 5.
How's William? I haven't seen him lately.
How's Boozer? How the hell are any of us? He's surviving.
Yeah, well, then he's doing better than most.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to keep an eye on him.
What do you mean?
Well, losing an arm is a big adjustment. He's given up the life he had.
Wasn't much of a life, Addie.
You're his friend. The only one he's got.
Time for my old man stretches. Great to do during cutscenes. My doctor would probably yell at me because I forgot to do these earlier today. I've got 2 more physical therapy sessions before I go back to see my doctor. Let's stand up for a little while. Stretch out the leg. Alright, Boozer's gonna survive, but now he needs a reason to live. Alright, I probably got some bounties and stuff I can turn in.
Boozer's fine. He'll live anyway.
Been busy, huh?
That's it for now.
Hello.
Where?
That's all I got for now.
I think we have... Oh, Boozer's up at a camp. Let's rest first. I don't want to go up there at nighttime. Oh, bed's back this way. Boozer's right there. Why can't I talk to Boozer right there? No, they want me to go somewhere else. I'll be right back.
That should do it.
Alright, let's see here. Gotta ride out.
Nope.
Looking to buy, Hope.
Nope. Out of the way, Ricky. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Be quicker on opening the gate and that wouldn't happen. I saw some trees around here a second ago. There it is.
Who's that?
I don't think I've been here before.
How's the work going?
I'm having a blast. Love it here.
Later.
That's it? Okay. We're gonna have to do something to make him... Oh, got a new skill point. Oh, I like all three of those. Okay. Let's talk to Ricky first.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. About a month before shit went down, I wrote in my newsletter, Farewell Freedom, store a year's worth of food and water. Because I knew, no matter what was coming, we were on 9 meals from anarchy. I figured, if I could get a few people prepared, the ones who'd really listen,
Copeland talking about his newsletter. That's funny, man.
it all finally collapsed down on our heads. But not as many listeners.
Deke, a group of men rode in, shot up the gate, and when we wouldn't let them in, they rode off.
Ah, shit. Which direction?
They headed west, but they didn't go far. They set up camp just north of Eden Hill.
I think they might be planning another attack, so I need you to take a look.
Okay, right. Yeah, I'll handle it.
Thanks, Deke.
I'll handle it. It's just another one of those
Looking to buy,
things
huh?
that the
Just looking
devs
around.
didn't want us to know about. Taking out bandit camps, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm 6 hours in, and I am ready to take a break. I've got some food that was made for me. I got a tuna salad, so I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I got some videos to clip out and publish over the course of the afternoon, so stay tuned for those. I've also got, depending on the schedule today, if I may do this live. If I don't do it live, just watch for the reaction videos. But I want to watch the Borderlands 4 State of Play. I want to, there's Dune Awakening did a live stream the other day, and they've released the clipped up versions. I want to watch those. There's like 2 hours of footage I need to get watched and do reaction videos around. So I'll probably work on that this afternoon, after lunch. Devs don't want you to know you can take breaks and eat lunch. I know, right? We might just do that. Give me like 30 minutes to eat. I think what I'll do is if Chris doesn't need me for anything, I'll probably come back and we might just watch those live and do like an afternoon of like live reactions to trailers and stuff. But if I'm not back within 30 minutes, it's because I had to go do other stuff. Because I know Chris wanted to fix like my office window and some other stuff. So I don't know what she's got planned for the rest of the day. Because it's still pretty early here. It's only, it's not even quite 2 o'clock yet. But we also haven't watched anything together for a few days. So she might want to do a movie this afternoon. So I don't know yet. But we did get a great discussion earlier today about like the opportunities thing. And then I've got the video from the other day about toxicity that I want to publish, which that's cut and ready to go. I just need to push that live. So I'm going to go make the thumbnail for that right now as I eat and get that out on YouTube. So wherever you're following along right now, just stay tuned. I'll have another video out on the tube in just a little bit. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See y'all tomorrow or later today or whenever I'm live next time.